No, we want to compete in everything that we participate. We want to make sure that we're always, in respect to whatever competition we're going to have. That we go into the field and try to get the job done. So for us, every cup is important, and we're going to try to go through these 2 weeks and all the games that we have, the 4 games that we have, to try to compete as much as we can. So that's the mentality, and that's what we're going to try to do.
Is it an opportunity to maybe use different players, especially since you're dealing with such a compacted schedule?
There's always an opportunity to many things. When the schedule is tight, there's opportunity, for everybody to play. When there's guys that are injured, there's opportunity for other guys to play. So that's the way we view. Everybody's important, and everybody, can have the opportunity.
Seems like this U.S. Open Cup runs have to go through the LA teams. You have LA Galaxy at home. You might have, if you advance, you might have LAFC again on the road. How does it feel kind of having, seems like both the years here, kind of the same path through the U.S. Open Cup? We
know this is our region, and that's a possibility. Like it's a possibility as well that we have to play against San Jose if we're able to qualify. So, we don't know who's going to be able to go through. And for us, we're going to try to give everything against a team that is going to be difficult. The Galaxy has a good team, and we expect, a difficult match.
In terms of the Galaxy having a good team, what are sort of the keys for you at home to advance and get the job done Wednesday?
First of all, enter the match with the right mentality. We play at home, be difficult here, more than any other place, and we know, what they're capable of. We know their strengths, and prepare for anything they're going to throw out there for us to deal with. So we're looking forward to the match, and we're going to try to compete.
And getting some injury updates. How's Bill doing? And then we didn't see Villafaña in the 18, so I wanted to see maybe if there's an injury with him. And Ivacic, it looks like, played for T2, so where's he at as well?
Yes, Villafaña is fully recovered. Tuiloma is getting very close. I think today was his first day to start, moving around. So he's getting closer and closer. And the majority of the guys are feeling very good. Ivacic had a chance to play yesterday with T2. Which was great for him to be able to start, getting minutes. So everybody's looking to be healthy, and hopefully it's going to be that way, going forward. We have a lot of matches, and we need to make sure that we have everybody available.
So is Ivacic fully recovered then at this point?
Yeah, he's fully recovered, and he's working to get his full fitness back. But we saw him yesterday playing and for T2, and it was, good to see him back in getting some minutes.
And then with Bill, do you think he can be available for tomorrow or for the Houston game? Where do you sort of see?
We'll see. We'll evaluate now how he's feeling, and then we'll decide, when he will be ready to play.
Coach, Wednesday will be your second time facing the Galaxy this year. Aside from the 2 penalty kick calls that went against you at Dignity's Health Center down in LA, what do you remember about the first match against the Galaxy this season?
No, I remember a team that is improved from last year, a team that has some interesting pieces. And a team that is going to be difficult regardless to whoever they're going to have. I know they have some guys missing, but whoever's going to step on the field, they're going to be a tough team to play against. And we're going to compete. I know they're going to come here, with the same idea, and hopefully it's going to be a good match.
When you played them, you played 3 center backs in that game, but the team was at a different moment defensively. You were trying to solve different problems back then. How does the team's progression from that point in time affect how you're going to be approaching Wednesday's match?
Definitely, we're a different team than when we play against them. You're right. We play with 3 in the back. Sometimes it was 5, and I thought we had a very good match. Separated from the 2 moments that I think were interesting and in the match, but overall I thought it was a good game, and I think we gave them definitely a good competition, and the same thing that we're going to try to do here at home. We need to be stronger. We're in a different moment, and we feel strong about this match coming up.
Anybody can look at the schedule and see you have a very trying period coming up over the next week and a half. From the outside, we know that means tougher decisions for you. But what are some of the things that you have to keep in mind that maybe we don't know about when you're having to make those decisions over the next 4 games?
For us, it's important that every player is ready to whenever they're going to have the opportunity, and that they push everybody in practice to make sure that everybody's ready to play. These moments are important because you never know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to be tired, somebody's going to be hurt, so somebody has to step in, and this the opportunity for some players now to get the minutes that they want if the opportunity presents itself. So these are tough, stretches, but there's also the positive side out of it, that maybe guys can get the opportunity to show a little bit more what they show sometimes in practice.
And particularly between Wednesday and Saturday, the way the schedule's been drawn up, you're having to make some choices as to who plays where, but kind of implicitly too, some choices between how you're approaching U.S. Open Cup and how you're approaching the Major League Soccer season. What is your philosophy behind having to make those choices between those two competitions?
The philosophy is that we want to go far in everything that we participate. We want to go far in the U.S. Open Cup game. We want to go and qualify to the playoff. We want to finish as much, as high as we can in the table, and to try to have and host a game in the playoff, God willing. So we're going to compete for everything, and we believe in every player that we have in order to do that.
Obviously, you guys have performed a lot better since the beginning of the season. It was really a turnaround since basically the Dallas game. But you guys still kind of look at the table or where you want to be. How important is it looking ahead to this big schedules you have following the U.S. Open Cup game, the Houston game this weekend, and the MLS games coming up, that you guys get the job done, especially here at home?
That's a good question, because when we look ourselves on the table, of course, we're not happy where we are. But when we look at the potential of where we can be, due to the fact that we haven't played as many games as everybody else, finally we're going to start playing at home. So it depends on us. It's all on us to make sure that we get the results that we need in order to be able to start climbing on the table. But we have to stay focused in the fact that we have to look at each game at a time. So right now it's the U.S. Open Cup game against Galaxy. That's it. That's what we have to see. That's what we have to prepare, and hopefully we can go through, and then we prepare for Houston and for what is coming after. But if we get some good results, I think we can escalate in the table, and that's why we can concentrate right now, just watching where we are.
And then defensively, you guys have obviously improved a lot over the season, but you still haven't got that clean sheet. How much of that is a goal for you and that you're setting for the defense, the team defense, obviously, the whole team's that, to be able to get that clean sheet and keep another opponent off the board?
No, definitely it's an area that we want to make sure that we continue to improve, that we defend better. We're doing much better, but I think we can still do better, and make sure that hopefully we can get a clean sheet. We've been happy to know that we haven't allowed too many goals in all the matches that we have played lately, so that's a positive, but we can do better. We can do better, and we're going to continue to work hard. But if we get a goal, against, we still, the important thing is to get the 3 points.
You obviously have a lot of different defenders, but is it difficult when you have sort of like an injury to Bill and you take away some of that consistency on the back line that you've been building?
Yes and no, because yes, you want to have consistency in the back, but also you want guys to be able to make sure that they step on the field and they do the job, and I'm always a firm believer that things always happen for a reason, and maybe it's one injury is the opportunity for somebody else to show and to get minutes to continue to work hard, and that way everybody's competing. Thank you. Thank you.